Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Now today what I'm going to be bringing you is why I think Mansfield Town will win Sky Bet League 2 for the upcoming 2022-23 Sky Bet League 2 season. Now if you do go on to enjoy today's video, a like as always will be massively appreciated. If you could try and hit 60 likes on today's video, that'd be absolutely class. Subscribe if you are new as well. We are now on the road to 6,000 subscribers. So make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already with that post notification button. Get your thoughts in as well down in the comment section down below. I'm sure this will bring in a lot of different Mansfield fans who maybe haven't watched the channel before. As you can obviously tell, I'm a Bradford City fan, but I want to expand the channel content into some League 2 content as well. So today we're going to be speaking about why I think Mansfield Town will win the league this season. Obviously the disappointment in the playoff final last season, but they'll be looking to go one better this season. I'm not too sure specifically when the last time they actually were in League 1 or the 3rd division, because there was obviously a restructure in the early 2000s and I don't really understand the levels going further back than that, but I know they haven't been in it in the last 20 years according to Transfermarkt. So make sure you drop a like on today's video, subscribe if you are new as well, and let's get into it. So if we start then with the disappointment of last season, they did very well to reach the playoffs after such a dodgy start. I think they were in the relegation zone after 10 games, or they were certainly down there. You know, they really did have a poor start to the season because of the amount of injuries that they got. They were playing square pegs in round holes. They ended up finishing 7th in the table, occupying that final playoff spot. After 46 games, they occupied 22 wins, 11 draws, 13 defeats, 67 goals scored, 52 goals conceded, leaving them on a positive 15 goal difference and 77 points. Same amount of points as 6th place Swindon Town, but obviously Swindon had a much better goal difference. Their last 5 matches ended in a draw, a win, and a loss. So they ended pretty strongly. Obviously, they went into the playoffs in them semi-finals. First game was at home to Northampton Town, where they came out 2-1 winners. Then in the second leg, they obviously visited Sixfields and ended up picking up a 1-0 win. Controversy surrounding Mansfield's goal. Was it offside? Was it not? But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Mansfield were, for me personally, the better team over the 2 legs. Then obviously it was the playoff final about 10 days later, and yeah, Mansfield just simply did not show up, did they? Losing 3-0 in that game. Kean Harrett, who has now joined my team, Bradford City, on loan. James Wilson and Mal Benning, the former Stags left back, scoring in that game. Obviously, Ollie Hawkins did get sent off in the 35th minute. A stupid decision for him, but Port Vale was simply just were the better team on that day. This season, though, Mansfield will be looking to go one better. Obviously, they've got a very good squad. I think they still need to keep recruiting because they have only made 3 signings according to Transfermarkt so far. Hiram Boateng, which I think is an absolutely fantastic signing for this level. At 26, to give him a 3-year contract, I think it's, Nigel Clough clearly sees a player in him. He's a very good signing for this level. Scott Flinders as well, good backup goalkeeper for this level, but if he does become the number 1, because I know they were trying to get Nathan Bishop back from Manchester United, they want him to go up to a League 1 club, but Nathan Bishop last season for me was one of the best goalkeepers in the league. If it wasn't for Liam Roberts' clean sheet record, he definitely would have been the best goalkeeper in the league for me last season. They've also brought in Owen Mason as well from their under-18s, but I presume that'll just be for now until they do bring in another goalkeeper. They did let quite a lot of players go. Their only real notable one was Farhan Rawson, who they let go. He joined Morecambe as well, actually in the league above, which I thought was interesting because Rawson's alright at this level, but I don't think he's, a promotion-winning centre-half. And to go to League 1, not too sure about that, but it's Derek Adams sort of signing. We have a look at their squad, then obviously they do need some more signings. If you look at their actual squad, they are lacking depth in some key areas. I think attack, specifically striker, they don't need to worry about that all too much. They've got Jordan Bowery, who I know can play out wide. Danny Johnson is still at the club. I know he's obviously been put on the transfer list, but he is still there. Reece Oates, fantastic player, especially towards the second half of last season. He was absolutely fantastic. I remember that goal that he scored against my team, Bradford City, where Mansfield beat us 2-0 at our place. It was absolutely, poacher's finish, but it was great instinct play that he never stops running. He's a fantastic player at this level. Lucas Akins, who is, Mr. Versatile, but he is naturally a striker / a winger. Ollie Hawkins as well, who is actually a striker by trade, but I know he played last season as a centre-half for Mansfield Town. Obviously, massive aerial threat. He's like 6'7", 6'8", something like that. He, scored 2 goals in that game in the other fixture against my team at Bradford City. One of them was a towering header, which he just simply could not do anything about because he is so tall. Midfield as well, they could maybe do with a couple more additions in there. I know obviously Ollie Clark is their captain. For whatever reason, he didn't play all too much last season. John Joe O'Toole can play centre-half. He can play as a midfielder as well. Jason Law, George Maris didn't play all too much last season, but when they did play, I thought they did alright. Stephen Quinn is an absolutely quality player at this level. He reminds me a bit of Wes Hoolahan in that season behind closed doors. He simply should not be at this level. I know he's getting on a little bit, but the quality he has on the ball is absolutely fantastic. Physically as well, he's very good. You know, his press along with resource is fantastic, especially for his age. You know, it is really good to see. And also George Lapsley as well. I think he is a very good player at this level. Again, going to bring you some energy in that midfield. Not scared to put a tackle in. Defensively, they are looking a little bit weak at the moment. They've only got 5 natural defenders. Obviously, I know O'Toole and Hawkins can play in the defence, but they've got Kellan Gordon, Stephen McLaughlin, Elliot Hewitt, James Perch, and Kieran Wallace, according to Mansfield Town's official first team squad website. But obviously, Stephen McLaughlin, fantastic left back / left wing back at this level. I think he's a very good player. James Perch recently signed a new 1-year contract as well, so that's very good news for them. I know he obviously had a horrendous injury last season. I can't remember what type of injury it was. He might have fractured his skull or something like that. It was a horrendous injury. It's great to see him back playing football again, though. Elliot Hewitt can give you cover at right back or as a right centre back, and Kellan Gordon as well. I can't remember. I don't think he played all too much last season. I can't remember really why, but he'll be looking to come back this season and cement his place as a first choice right back. He did only manage 556 minutes for the Stags in the league last season, so he will definitely be looking to cement a place as a first choice right back. Now, obviously, as well, at the start of the season, I think Mansfield were averaging around 4,000 for the first couple of games of the season. Obviously, they could definitely tell that something was happening, but because of the amount of injuries that they had, they just kind of had to stay patient because it was pretty much every week they were losing and they couldn't really do all too much about it because they were playing square pegs in round hole. Mansfield actually in the end did average an attendance of over 5,000 per match, which I think is absolutely incredible, you know, considering some of the teams that are in and around Mansfield in the Mansfieldshire area, the Nottinghamshire area. I think they've done a very good job there. They averaged the 9th highest home average attendance last season according to worldfootball.net. They came 9th, which I think is a very good job because they do create a very good atmosphere because they don't obviously have the biggest numbers, but that stand to the right of the away and in the upper tier, they've got a few hundred in that block or 1 or 2 blocks, and I think they do create a bit of a racket, to be fair, especially when they are winning. They do really get behind the boys. Their away fans as well are absolutely incredible. When they came to my team, Bradford, they were one of a very few. I think there was only 2 or 3 other teams that opened up the TL Dallas behind the goal as well. So they brought the numbers, they brought the noise as well. I think their fans next season will be a big factor as to why they will win the league next season for me. If they keep recruiting though, because I know their fans are starting to get a little bit frustrated at the moment because they're not really signing anyone. They haven't brought many players in through the door. They've only really brought in a backup goalkeeper. And I know Hiram Boateng is a very good signing at this level, but they do need to keep bringing players in. They will be looking for free transfers and all that sort of stuff. I know they have one of the bigger budgets in the league, but they don't really spend too much on transfer fees. But overall, I think with the quality they've already got in the squad, players like Stephen McLaughlin, Stephen Quinn, Ollie Clark, George Lapsley, John Joe O'Toole, Jordan Bowery, Resource, you know, the list goes on. They've got some real good quality players at this level. You just need to be consistent. I think Nigel Clough is a very, very good manager at this level. Yesterday, I did my ranking of every League 2 club's manager, and I put Nigel Clough in that top category along with Neil Harris and Mark Hughes, because I think he's a fantastic manager at this level. If it doesn't happen next season for Mansfield, then maybe it might be time to move on, because I think with the squad that they've got, and if they keep recruiting in the same way, there's absolutely no way on earth they won't be in that top 3 at the absolute minimum next season. For me personally, I think they'll win the title. We've seen it quite a lot recently as well, where a team will finish in the playoffs, not really do the greatest in the playoffs, and the season after that they go on and get automatic promotion, if not win the title. We've seen it with Exeter, with Forest Green as well, who were both promoted automatically last season. Obviously Forest Green won the league as well. But that is where I'm going to leave it for today's video. If you have enjoyed, a like as always will be massively appreciated. Something a little bit different on today's video, but if you could drop a like, 60 likes would be absolutely class. Subscribe if you are new as well. We are now on the road to 6,000 subscribers. So make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already, with that post notification bell on. Drop a comment in as well down in the comment section down below. Stags fans, how are you feeling about the upcoming season? Let me know any other team that you want to see me do a similar video for as well down in the comment section down below, as I do want to do more League 2 content over the next coming days and weeks before the season does start. Thank you very much for watching though. Shout out to our current tier 2 channel member Joe006 and our current tier 3 channel member B Davies 211. If you are interested in becoming a channel member and getting loads of different exclusive perks, feel free to check that out if you are able to do so. Click the join button next to the subscribe button. But thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I shall see you all very soon. I'll be tomorrow actually for the Derby County at home matchday vlog. Peace.